It's time for a new beginning. The Beach Volleyball Major Series 2018 kicks off in vibrant Fort Lauderdale.
Finally, we're back at the beach.
It's so nice to be here. This is my first time here and I love it already.
There couldn't be a better atmosphere to do what we love.
The lifestyle of the beach mentality. And
that's already one of the most important things for a beach volleyball tournament.
We really are looking forward to play again in this arena, on these courts with the crazy fans.
I love it. I mean, I grew up here. It's a great beach.
The setup here in Fort Lauderdale is absolutely amazing. The beach is perfect, the weather's great, and the venue is even better. You can expect a lot of high volleyball, a lot of fun, a lot of beautiful people playing a beautiful sport, so it's going to be a good time.
I think it's going to be awesome.
Sunny Florida is ready for a spine-tingling opening event. The world's best beach volleyball players are in town, ready to battle for gold and glory. The 40,000 square meter venue is ready to put on a great show for fans and athletes.
I really enjoy have a good time here.
We love the environment here. The setup is great. We heard that the center court here just filled up immediately, so we really, fingers crossed, are hoping that we'll get an opportunity to play there.
We practiced in there this morning, and it's fun just imagining it being packed and competing, and that's where we want to be.
Five-star events, nothing tops them, and it's so exciting to come here and have this professional, high-class environment at beautiful places around the world, and I think that really sets the tone for the rest of the season.
Конечно, организаторы проделывают огромную работу.
At the heart of the event is the 5,000-seat Red Bull Beach Arena. In just a few days, a dedicated production team constructs it, completely from scratch, piece by piece.
Step one to constructing our Red Bull Beach Arena would be to lay the floor mats. We have about 1,200 floor mats that we set.
Without the floor mats, all of our machines and all of the metal will sink right into the sand. Step two is when we start playing with the adult Legos and we start building the actual arena just from little pieces of metal. And of course, also our Beach Majors VIP tent. These things arrive in something like 40 truckloads that we have to then turn into what you see around you.
Step three would be just, before all the millions of people come pouring in, we actually have to brand our major series stadium here. So it'd be the branding, the finishing touches, the flags, everything that wows everyone.
And all the little details take effort and time. A lot of time.
The build-up of this project takes approximately 15,000 man-hours to complete, and the strike will be about 10,000 man-hours, including all of the different disciplines that we have here on site.
But it's far from just man-hours on site.
We do actually have a lot of women this year. It is definitely a difference because it was more, of a man-driven project last year, but we're girls and we're awesome and we got the job done. It was just a beach, and now we have a whole village, a whole world that we built on the beach here for everybody to come, love, and enjoy. So we are about ready to go. A couple hours to showtime.
And then it is showtime. Under floodlights, the women step onto the sand for the first quarterfinal. As the sun sets on the scenic beach, the spectators filling the Red Bull Beach Arena are in for a real treat. Luis Rivera and his friends are die-hard beach volleyball fans. Tonight, the locals are in a party mood, excited to support Team USA.
We're here to watch Brooke and Summer for USA. Just kind of come out here and crush it.
1, 2, 3!
USA!
The group from Florida is fired up to cheer on the home team. Brooke Sweat and Summer Ross are up against the Canadian top team Sarah Pavin and Melissa Humana Paredes.
One of the big stars is already out on center court. This is going to be a real quarterfinal clash here. Can the Americans take the #2 seeds Canada out of the competition?
USA's women are on a mission from the start. Against the powerful Canadians, the key is impeccable defense and a consistent side-out game.
Brooke Sweat, the local girl, has got it again. Beautiful shot.
It's an evenly fought first set with some spectacular moves.
What a great save from Brooke Sweat.
Canada is in control, but the home team refuses to give up. It's back and forth, and after a tough battle, the U.S. team claims the first set, 22-20. Luis and his pals are pumped. With huge support from the grandstands, Sweat Ross seem unstoppable. They seal the deal and win the second set.
America beat Canada! Team USA into the semifinals!
A night of celebration for the local heroes and their unwavering fans.
USA taking them down, easy money, Brooke Sweat, the way to go. It's the only way we want it. Let's go, Brooke.
The next morning, another U.S. women's team gets ready for the big stage. A new formation, Ross Kleinman.
I'm April Ross.
I'm Alex Kleinman. I play for USA.
And we're here at the Fort Lauderdale Major.
Ross has been competing on the sand for 12 years, but this is her first season teaming up with former indoor player Kleinman.
I played last season with Lauren Fendrick, and I was injured a little bit. Season ended after World Tour Finals in Hamburg. I had to figure out who I was going to play with, and once Alex and I decided that we were going to get together, we started training full time.
I felt like I needed to get better as much as I could, and I was kind of behind all the other beach players in terms of knowing the game and learning the game. So I think I took about 2 weeks off only.
So there was really no off season, and now we're here at the first 5-star, ready to go. This is the first 5-star major series that she's ever been to, so it's fun to see it kind of through her eyes and how big it is.
It's amazing. It's really incredible. It's cool that it's right on the beach, obviously. Really big setup, nice stage, beautiful Florida beaches, so I'm excited.
I was commenting to her as we were walking over here that it just gets better, a lot better every year, and this year it's super nice. I think anyone who comes is going to have a great time. Being here in Florida, meeting the fans that maybe don't get to see us live all the time is really fun. And then with the big crowds and everyone is cheering for USA, I love playing at home. The vibe in Fort Lauderdale, to me, is more kind of like down-to-earth Miami. It does have the flash, but it's more like beachy. I hope that we're playing deep into the tournament, but I'm excited just to experience the whole tournament and all aspects of it.
Sadly, the new American pairing doesn't make the final stages of their home tournament. It's time for other teams to shine. In the first women's semi, the Brazilian underdogs Tayana Lima and Carol Horta put on a great show against Germany's Binek Schneider. Their team was formed only days before the Fort Lauderdale Major, but in their first competition together, the South Americans are in the gold medal match. But who will they play? In the second semi-final, local heroes Sweat Ross take on the Brazilian powerhouse Barbara Fernanda. After tied sets, an epic decider is about to unfold.
Brooke Sweat and Summer Ross of the United States of America have dug deep and taken the second to stay in the match. Set 3 will be a real sprint, 15 points with side switch on 5. Here's Summer Ross to get the action underway for America. Sticking to the same plan, serving to Fernanda. Fernanda on the attack. Cross court, one hand there for Brooke Sweat. Not quite getting the control of the ball. It's a good serve from Summer Ross. Oh, great play from Summer Ross. Could this be the turnaround that the crowd are hoping for? Summer Ross blocks at the net. Summer Ross to serve. Good dig and save from Brooke Sweat. Can she finish to tie the scores? Good cover from Barbara, who now attacks for Brazil. And she puts the ball out of play. 13-all. And America are back in the game here. And Summer Ross needs to capitalize now. Here's Fernanda attacking. Lovely cut and angle on the ball and shot. Match point now for Brazil. Barbara Seixas will serve for Brazil. Oh, it's all tied at 14-all.
I can't believe that.
It's the 8th match point for the Brazilians, showing how resilient Team USA have been here. And that resilience is needed once more. Barbara with service. Short float serve to Summer Ross, who's now on the attack. Over the top of the block. Barbara has that ball out of play. And it's 18-all. Fernanda with service. Deep float serve to Summer Ross. There's the set from her partner, Brooke Sweat. And a great shot from Summer Ross. Win or lose, Dane, Summer Ross is the lady of the game for me. It is another match point, 10th match point for Brazil. And that is it. On the 10th match point, Brazil go into the final. What an amazing, tenacious performance from the USA. But finally, Brazil take the semi-final 2-1.
This nail-biting semi ends in curtains for the Americans. Barbara Fernanda move on to an all-Brazilian final. And over in the men's competition, the Fort Lauderdale Major turns out to be full of surprises. Olympic champions Alison Bruno drop out early. So do world champs Evandro Loyola. Shooting other teams into the limelight, meet Brouwer Mewsen. After a rough year, the Dutch jokesters have their eyes on the prize in 2018.
Okay, here we go. My name is Robert Mewsen.
I'm Alexander Brouwer. We're from the Netherlands.
And we are competing in the Fort Lauderdale Major.
I like the fact that he's straight to the point, always in control, like he's focused, he's on time everywhere. Socially is good, he always remembers when people have their birthdays.
So now it's my turn, Alex is the opposite. It's one of the most important things to be able to get along everywhere, not just in the court, but also outside. And if there are any frustrations, it's easy to talk about it. For me, it's the kind of chemistry that makes us play better than when I would play with someone that's just a really good volleyball player. It makes it easier and still fun to be together.
Actually, some teams show that it's not necessary to perform well, you know what I mean? But we both like it, we enjoy it. We enjoy to play, but also the time outside of the court. It's a thin line between being successful and being frustrated when things don't really work or if you have an injury. Last season was hard for us, but on the other hand, that's really motivating, and I think that's why we're really eager now to perform well.
I think the most important change we've made is that in the off-season especially, we already put in so much hard work already. It's really looking that we're going to the right direction now, into the right direction. We're already setting goals higher for this tournament, and I think we can achieve it as well.
This is just talking about it, and now it's up to us to really show it. First match, first point, yeah, that we want to go for it.
But in the quarterfinals, the Dutch face a mammoth task. Up against crowd darlings Dalhouser Lucena, the US men are truly in a league of their own.
Match point for the USA. He's done it again. Oh, Phil Dalhouser taking his blocks into double figures. 21-16, Team USA into the semi-finals. Phil Dalhouser and Nick Lucena keeping the local fans on their feet with a spectacular 2-0 victory in this men's quarterfinal. Awesome blocking from Dalhouser, confident play from Team USA.
With huge home support, the Americans battle hard for the win. Ecstasy in the grandstands, especially for Luis and his friends, who are massive fans of Dalhouser Lucena. Beach volleyball fans put everything into supporting their teams. They also need a bit of breathing space between the matches.
Beach Major on 3. 1, 2, 3. Beach Major!
Louis, Jill, and the others enjoy some downtime with a drink.
Having a great beer, we got great weather. Just enjoying the rest of the beach, hanging out until the next games.
Hey, you guys guys want to go check out the vert station? Measure your vert?
Yeah, why not?
Let's go.
The Beach Village, adding fun and relaxation to the sports experience.
There's no better sport in the world than beach volleyball. It's a lifestyle, not only a sport.
We're watching the best in the world. You can't really beat that.
It's the whole vibe. They got the hammocks here, so you can hang out with your friends and just chill after games and in between games. So it's a good vibe around here.
I've been here for 3 straight days, cheering as loud as I can, and I'm losing my voice as I keep going on. I got one more day.
Next match is at 7. Well, we have an hour to kill.
This is it.
While Lewis and his friends watch the sunset, the players get psyched up for the next match. Come evening, it's time for the men's semi-final. First up, Pedro Solberg and George Wanderlei from Brazil against the Italians Nicolai Lupo.
So Italy have won the toss, putting Brazil in to serve. Brazil in their traditional green and yellow shirts, Italy wearing the blue and white. First play from Nicolai, power play, and first point on the board. And here is Nicolai again. Solberg on the attack for Brazil. Nicolai's there at the net, hands down, brilliant play. And they've started off at a scintillating pace, Italy. Both players warmed up and ready to rumble from the get-go. This is an Italian team that's going to be tough to stop. Good service from Wanderlei. And again, Wanderlei playing well. And look at that, the youngster, just 21 years of age, had the Italians at full stretch on 2 or 3 plays there. Starting to like Wanderlei more and more here, Dane. And just need to side out here, Italy, to put this first set to bed. Oh, confusion.
Oh my gosh.
That looks to be good. Great play from Solberg, seeing that Nicolai was way out of the court.
Smart play to get that ball to the sand before Italy could set back up. But out of nowhere, a rocket of a serve from Wanderlei, and Italy is all of a sudden reeling to keep that ball in. Pedro, smart play to get that to the sand. Look at this set, full sacrifice.
Solberg serves to Lupo. Nicolai sets his partner over the top of the block. Wanderlei is there. Can now the youngster finish it? Lupo, sky balls. Nicolai. Oh, it's done. Wanderlei keeps the ball up. Solberg plays safe. And as soon as we get a traditional set, Lupo puts it away.
That was awesome right there.
Set point 5. Lupo. George Wanderlei on the attack. And there it is. 24-22. 5 set points, but eventually they get there. Italy take the first set and are on track to go to the gold medal match. Heat is on Brazil now, having to win the second set to stay in the match. Some wonderful beach volleyball. Well, sometimes it's so casual, it's unbelievable. But he had that shot in mind, just didn't perhaps expect the help from the tape.
the kick.
Soccer skills are in their full. Off the fingertips. Nikolai looks to finish it. Oh! Well, that was a shot that David Beckham would have been proud of. Amazing skills.
Absolutely incredible, and the crowd appreciates it. The players are absolutely gassed. Here's the block into the net, and the left-footed kick set by Nikolai, and somehow goes off the net. It's a great set, actually, almost a hittable set right here, but it's a little too low for Lupo to get his feet under. Lupo keeps it in, so they get another opportunity, and then the high line shot to put it away. One of the most spectacular plays we've seen here tonight. Of course, you can use any part of the body in beach volleyball, and Paolo Nikolai really showing us a great example there.
Match point for the third time for the Italian team. Lupo serves to Wanderley, keeps the same tactic. There it is, Italy into the final. Great performance from Daniela Lupo and Paolo Nikolai. The Olympic silver medalists go forward to the gold medal match.
So after this magical performance, it's joy per Italia. Between night matches, players and spectators soak up the atmosphere at parties and side events. At the hottest ticket in town, Cocktail with the Champions, athletes and VIPs unwind and chat over drinks.
It's awesome, you know, the major series really sets the standard for beach volleyball throughout the world. I mean, the level is unprecedented, and each year it gets bigger and bigger, and the VIP experience is unlike anything I've ever experienced at any other beach volleyball event. When I was an athlete and I played in any of the major series events, same promoter with Hannes, it felt like you were a professional. You know, the shuttles picking you up from the airport, delivering you to the hotel. You just walk outside your hotel just to get to the tournament, and there's a shuttle waiting for you. The food is excellent. The service and, you know, all the people that work for the company really make you feel special. Great. We've actually had players that are getting ready to step on center court come up to the stage and be interviewed right before they get on the court. So that gives the fans kind of a little bit of a personal feel of an up-close and personal look at the athlete as they come in. It was funny because Phil Dahlhauser and Nick Lucena, they said, you know, this is a little awkward standing in front of all these clothed people, and they're in just their shorts getting ready to play a match.
Unconventional warm-up.
From the VIP area straight to the court, Dahlhauser Lucena take on the mighty Latvians Samoilov Smeidins. Who will join the Italians tomorrow in the men's final?
Latvia have won the toss, putting United States into serve to get this second semi-final underway.
No.
Lovely short shot from Yanis Šmedins. Yanis Šmedins now to serve for Latvia.
Schmedin's all over that shot by Lucena, and then he converts on offense as the players switch sides. See that pass about 20 feet off the net. Not exactly where you want it. It'll give the United States an opportunity. And that's over the net.
Oh, what a save by Latvia.
I can't believe it. It looked like he was just protecting his face, and that ball somehow came up. Some of the shots the Americans are putting down are right on point.
Oh, that is a great one-arm save from Lucena. Keeps it short. Samoilovs again. Well, the Latvians are playing exceptionally well on all the close, short game plays. It's all there with the block of Phil Dahlhauser, 21-14. And after the early exchanges, nobody would have predicted the final scoreline so positive to the USA. Brilliant work from the #1 seed state. Samoilovs and Schmeddings, Dane, moments of brilliance, just not able to string the points together consistently.
No, they just haven't. They haven't been as sharp as the United States has in terms of passing the ball and making it easy. They've had to work for a lot of their points a little harder than the Americans, and they need to just smooth it out and maybe a little more service pressure. 64 degrees right now, 18 degrees Celsius, and just a slight breeze, 5.8 miles per hour.
Oh, look at this. United States of America pick it up where they left off at the start of the second from the closing play of the first. Early point on the board. This is a must-win second set for Latvia.
Great control. Schmeddings digging that ball with one hand and then coming with a smooth offense to put it away.
Second half of set 2. 7-point advantage for the USA, having already collected set 1, 21-14. Oh, again, Dahlhauser, brilliant at the net, falls off the net, and now attacks again. This is some of the best beach volleyball we've seen from Phil and Nick, certainly this season. Local hero Nick Lucena floats the ball to Schmeddings. Samoilovs with the set for his partner, and it's wrapped up with yet another block. I make that 10 blocks from Phil Dahlhauser. That is a very impressive semi-final performance from the #1 seeds. 21-14, 21-12. That is an emphatic victory.
After the match, the players give interviews and hang out with fans and family. A perfect chance for Jill, Claire, and Luis to get a photo with their heroes.
We just got a selfie with Phil. Pretty speechless, what can I say, you know? He's like my idol, he's a wolf. He blocks everything. Watching that, they dominated, a great team out there. I'm pretty happy that he kind of just held my phone for a second. So, we got a picture. Go USA! Woo!
It's finals day here in Fort Lauderdale. Everybody is enjoying the atmosphere on the beach, in the players area, in the VIP tent. A top-notch setting with top-notch catering.
My name is David Groys and I'm working for Don't Co. VIPs, they need a special hospitality. We only use the best products. We buy everything fresh, regional products here around Florida. So the food served to the guests is always the best.
Doe & Co. handle high expectations and international logistics with ease, overcoming hiccups as they happen.
It's very, 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 very difficult. You see the whole furniture, they're coming from Austria. We are transporting them by containers from Vienna to Florida, and it's really, really, really big issue to get everything here.
But it's all set. In the VIP area and in the venue, the women's final is about to kick off. Tensions rise for this all-Brazilian clash.
Fernandez and Barbara in the yellow shirts there, right on cue. Carol and Tayana are in the green. This atmosphere is electric. Let's see who will be the best of Brazil in the women's gold medal match at Fort Lauderdale Major 2018.
There, Tayana going aggressive immediately off the block. Tayana and Carol have been in system when receiving serve. Oh, wow! That ball right off the face of Tayana, and hopefully she's okay, but an absolute thundering crush cross court, and one of the best defenders in the world doesn't have time to react. Let's take a look at this. Ripped cross court, tries to get out of the way, crushes the side of her face, and the glasses fly off. Here's kind of the look of Tayana seeing it coming right at her face, and she is tough as nails. She gets up from that one a bit stunned, a bit rattled. Beautiful dig by Tayana.
And Tayana finishes tying the scores at 10-all, working the crowd as well. Scores all tied at 10-all in this all-Brazilian final. Oh, well, look at this from Tayana. Just a few minutes ago, she looked to be down and out on the sand after a huge strike to the head.
The girls in yellow will have 4 more opportunities at set point.
And they don't need all 4, they just needed that one. Classic side out for Fernanda and Barbara. Lovely spike to finish it all up. 21-16. It's the yellow shirt Brazil players that take the first set at 21 points to 16.
Wow, Barbara everywhere, and then executing, putting that ball away.
Match point now. Tayana with the service. Cross court to Barbara. That's been their tactical play throughout this gold medal match. Oh, and finally the youngster, with the pressure off, starts to find her block. Match point 3 for Barbara and Fernanda. Receiving service from Tayana here. Float serve again to Barbara. Same tactic with the set from Fernanda. Over the top of the block, and it is all over. Barbara Seixas and Fernanda Alves take the gold medal in the first of the FIVB World Tour 5-star major series. the fairy tale comes to an end to the newcomers, Carolina Horta and Tayana de Souza Lima.
The trophy and a winner's check of $40,000 US go to Barbara Fernanda. Their fellow Brazilians Tayana Lima, Carol Horta finish second. And the locals Sweat Ross take bronze. There is only one more showdown in store. The men's gold medal match. It's the final Fort Lauderdale was hoping for. Local heroes Phil Dahlhauser and Nick Lucena take on the Italian top pairing, Nicolai Lupo. It's a triumphant return for the Americans as they enter the packed Red Bull Beach Arena. But before the game gets going, let's meet the masters of ceremony on center court. The DJs and MCs work day and night to transform each beach volleyball match into an extraordinary live event for fans and players. Two decades ago, the Rudig brothers changed the face of beach volleyball, mixing sports and entertainment.
It all started, I guess, 20 years ago at a small lake in Austria. And there we developed together a unique sense of having the player with his all specialities on the court multiplied by the right rhythm and the right beat, and making that announcement that pushes the athlete and pushes the crowd.
The DJs, I think they make everything 10 times better, especially in the Red Bull Beach Arena on center court. It's such a party atmosphere and it's so fun for everyone involved.
And they always pick the perfect song for the situation.
Always. They always pick, isn't there a song for you?
Sarah.
Like Sarah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We are the missing link between the players and the fans, because if there happens something special on the court, we play the right music, the MC makes the right announcement, and the fans will know what to do.
Put your hands up. Now wave your hands to the left, to the right, to the left.
You have a sport where you have breaks between every point. So we have our 5 to 10 seconds where we can interact with the crowd.
Favorite move is to pump it up. You got to pump it up. You know, pump it up.
Beach volleyball is not sitting and watching, it's just joining in and move all day long. For example, if the ball crashes after a spectacular attack from outside, all the people put their arms in the front and boom!
Here it comes up. Here it comes up.
In beach volleyball, there is no quiet please. The louder the better. Whipping up the crowd is an essential ingredient of the game.
Like, we always encourage some sort of noise being had. So that can't happen in football. It's like you're always so focused because the team's always like rushing for the next point. But here it's like the point happens, like you celebrate and the teams are ready to go 20 seconds later. And it's just this, it's a rhythm like no other sport.
So the stage is set for the men's final.
A America's one and only major FIVB World Tour event for 2018. It's a capacity crowd here in the Red Bull Beach Arena, 5,000 spectators, all hoping and cheering for the #1 seeds, Phil Dalhausser and Nick Lucena. The quality of the 4 players on court is unbelievable out there. Now, who takes the first gold of the season? The USA have won the toss, put Italy in to serve. Nick Lucena looks for the first point on the board, over the block. Here's Lupo for Italy. Good cover by Lucena, set from Dalhausser. Oh, and there's the big Italian block. Lupo attacks for Italy over the top of Dalhausser's block. Great cover from Lucena, and an equally as impressive finish. Oh, and Lupo, saved by his partner, but didn't expect the ball to come his way, puts it into the net.
You're going to see some of the best defense you will ever see here because the shots have to be high. That gives the defenders just a little half step more to get to the ball, as Lucena does. He goes right off the face of Paolo Nicolai, and then the chip shot by Lupo in the top of the net.
And the USA continue to capitalize from that lack of rhythm from Italy. Here's Lupo up at the net. Lucena gets a hand there, over on 2 from Dalhausser. Little poke, now upset. Dalhausser goes over the block again. Lupo over on 1. And that is a good play from the Italian Daniele Lupo. And it's a much-needed point for Team Italy. Nicolai serves to Lucena. Dalhausser with the set for his partner. Little poke, set. Good cover from Nick Lucena, who now looks to finish and does so in style. 17-11, and that could be the turning point now, where the Americans start to stamp their authority on this first set. Here's Lucena with service, looking to wrap up this first set. It's a shank receive. Italy are in all kinds of trouble. But spectacular play from the Europeans to keep the ball up. Lucena tries again for the set point. Lupo's off balance. Nicolai's on the sand. The ball is still up. Third time of asking for the USA to wrap up the first set. Lupo now. And it's Dalhausser. 42 blocks in the tournament. Amazing play from the Americans.
It ends with Phil Dalhausser absolutely throwing another ball right back at the Italians. United States out to an incredible start.
(7-8). Lucena with service. Nicolai sets the ball for Lupo to attack. Oh, and look how, again, Dalhausser just hanging in the air. Perfect timing. Phil Dalhausser showing the Italians that he has a power serve as well. Good cover from Nick Lucena. Good blocking, though, from Nicolai for Italy. Dalhausser here over the top of the block. Well, that's what I like about Big Phil, Dane. It's not all about boom, boom, boom. There's a lot of finesse, a lot of skill, and brilliant timing to his play as well for such a big man. Advantage back with the Americans. Oh, and that's another serve received, not of the quality that we'd expect from Nicolai. Dalhausser. Oh, good cover from Lupo. Can he finish? Dalhausser with another block at the nets. It is match point for Team USA. Phil Dalhausser from California looks to wrap it all up. Jump float to Nicolai. Lupo is in trouble. Phil's there at the net. The joust is on. Lucena with a set for Phil Dalhausser, and Nicolai keeps Italy in the game. Nicolai keeps the European hopes alive. Great block from the big Italian, and it couldn't have come at a more important moment in the game. Still match point for the USA. Nicolai with the service. The Americans looking to wrap it up. into the net. It's all over. Service error from the Italian gives gold to the USA. And they have taken it in style. They have not dropped a set throughout the whole tournament. Dahlhauser is the biggest and best blocker of the whole tournament.
Tell us about how much this crowd here pushed you to the gold.
Oh shit, sorry. This is awesome, this is a dream come true. This is where I started playing, and to see my friends and family here, and oh man.
In the end, it's a very emotional victory for Dahlhauser Lucena on home sand. Silver goes to Nikolai Lupul from Italy, and the Latvian Samoilov Smeidins claim bronze. It's goodbye to Fort Lauderdale. The electrifying season kickoff comes to a close. But the Beach Volleyball Major Series, part of the FIVB World Tour, will be back. Come summer, Gstaad, Switzerland will be the epicenter of the action. So, see you at the beach.